So I better just get this started. Right. Copying the link to my keyboard. I'm gonna share this to Tweltwer and my server. And make sure the audio's working though. Make sure the audio's working though. I think it is. Also, I think the latency is really low today. Make sure the audio's working though. Alright, yeah, it's working. Cool. Alright, so for those of you who are new to my channel, hello. I do a weekly stream where I just casually talk to y'all about, you know, what's been going on, and also the comments, because I am one of the, like, dying breed of YouTubers who still looks at and responds to comments. But if I'm gonna do that, I'm not gonna do it for free in a comment section, so I'm gonna fucking make something of it, and it's gonna be content. So you will be in my video if you leave an untoward comment, or if you don't. So with that being said, I'm going to share this in Twiltwer. And hopefully somebody shows up. Because I got 0 people right now. So let me blow this up in my server. And then here, might as well. So all the people who are online in my server will just have been notified. So I'll wait for like at least a person to get here, but ultimately, yeah, the Vlogstream is my weekly way to sort of talk to y'all. So let's see if anybody's gonna show up. I had a run today that sort of pushed a lot of stuff to the end of the day, including this. So, you know, there's a possibility that people who might have otherwise been here are not. But we will see. And either way, I'm still going to go over the comments. You know, that's the whole point of this, so. Only question is whether or not somebody is going to be there. So, the first comments... Oh, we got one person. The first comments will be up shortly. One moment. Gotta get to my YouTube studio. Hello to the one person here. I got 1,078 subs, so thank you to you all for showing up. I'm apparently up 6 from the beginning of the month, so that's nice. Someday, maybe, I will have enough people that 6 will seem like a minor fluctuation. Not yet, though. All right, so scroll to the first heart here. All right, so let me check the chat. Still got that one concurrent viewer. So the first comment here is on Muscoade right cuck rape apologist wants me banned from Twitter. By the way, good news in that front is that the guy who reported my tweets is gone from Twitter before me. So I'm pretty stoked about that because it shows that maybe there's somebody in Twitter with a brain. But basically, he's gone. His account is suspended now. Only relegated to the screenshots of what a piece of shit he was. So yeah, he said never interacted with this guy. Holy hell, is he a piece of work? Yeah, pretty much. Thumb and a heart. And I'm gonna move this window to, yeah, there we go. That way I can still see the chat while I'm looking at comments. So the next comment is on Ukrainian government admits I'm right about the Great Reset. Yeah, that should be an obvious video subject there. They fucking just want the like everything that I've been talking about from like my Great Reset articles. They just want to be a part of that, and so they're allowing a huge amount of destruction in their country so that they can have a seat at the global table. It's pretty sad, you know. So this comment doesn't seem any more of a Great Reset than the shock therapy era of other former Soviet states. Ukraine was very slow at adapting Western ways, which made them prone to bureaucracy and corruption. Meanwhile, Canada's actually insane about the medical juice. Half of Ukrainians eligible to take didn't get it. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the government doesn't want it. It doesn't mean that the people at the head of the Ukrainian tables don't want a seat at global tables. Like that's my point. My point isn't that the common person wants this. They absolutely fucking don't. The common person doesn't want that here. But it's going to come here and it's going to come there because the people at the top want it. They're the ones who want it. They're the ones who are pushing it. So that's where we are right now. Aquarius Montoya says on the same video, this is extremely concerning. What could we do to combat it? Well, mostly decentralize in your own personal life. Like, it's not just going to be in Ukraine. You know, it's going to be in a variety of other countries, including yours, probably. And you really need to have as much, as much fucking, like, separated from the system as possible. And you need to, like, talk to your neighbors. You need to form defense coalitions. You need to realize that they're forming the dystopia now. And that it's gonna get so much worse before it gets better. And try to separate as much as possible. We got our first chat comment for the day. We got Valor Ashens saying he lives. Yes, yeah. I named the stream that because I survived the coof at this point. So, I figure I might as well gloat. You know, I survived it doing good old fashioned stuff, not cucking to mega corporations and governments. The kinds of things that let people survive this sort of thing before. That's what I did. So, with that in mind, just what can we do? We need to actually be anarchists. as soon as possible. We need to walk away from the kinds of people that that have made things this way, because that the Great Reset was a global initiative, and it is a global initiative, and like any country that follows the program is asking for a seat at the table. They want to be part of the global initiative so that they can get more global power. Um, you know, and the fact that BRICS happens to be in the way, at least on a surface level, that's the only reason that they're not being given the same seat at the same table. You know, um, but they still have like big governments. I don't support them. I'm not saying I do. But they're just not being given a seat at the same table because they're not capitulating in the same ways. So, just realize that it's a game of capitulation and try to avoid capitulating as much as possible. That's what I could recommend. And decentralize, try to form your own networks. Yeah, that kind of thing. Thumb and a heart. Mr. Knight says, it's amazing to me how no one makes a connection between anarcho-communism and the mark of the beast. I disagree. I would appreciate elaboration. So, you're free to do that if you want. Troll the Purpose says, on Muscoid, right cuck rape apologist wants me banned from Twitter. I'm still 50-50. I see tism, ADHD, lack of moral structure or cohesive worldview, but not malice. I don't know who you're talking about specifically, so I can't really respond to that. Are you talking about the guy who just got banned from Twitter, or are you talking about the Musk himself? Codred says, just came across this vid on my feed. Hope you're doing well, man. This is Cody. We were friends on Facebook till I was permazucked. I think I remember you. Give me more details. Follow me on Twitter. That was on the redheaded libertarian try to cancel me. So yeah. Fauci is retiring. Nothing will change. Richard Beard says support comment. Support thumbs up. Earth Nerd says, in regard to on Ukrainian government admits I'm right about the Great Reset. In regard to some things, it's already too late for us. Like housing, it's already too late. There is no right to claim property or establish a residence where there's space. Yet, you get the options for apartments they offer, and you must accept their zero individuality policy and ridiculous rent hikes, or you're on the street and not in your car, because that's illegal too. That and other things are how they lock you into the lifestyle they haven't. Yeah, they just coerce you into their system, for sure. Logan Simpson says promos with a bunch of hearts. I'm going to thumb that down and remove it, because fuck you. Troll the Purpose says those type of chair parts on this is I got sick and things started falling apart literally. Those type of chair parts fall apart regularly. If I have a chair I end up going to a used shop and get a similar one that works and swap to that base. Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna have to get a new base. And fortunately, I do have the $35 promotional credit. But if I survive, if I get enough for rent for next month, then this kitchen chair setup, like I'm still sitting in a kitchen chair right now, is not working. So I'm definitely gonna need to take that advice. But I think I'm just gonna get with that $35 Amazon credit. I think I'm just gonna get the parts I need. I don't think $35 from Amazon should be enough, thumb and a heart. Laughing at the Ukrainian government's Russian propagandalist. Aquarius Montoya says, "God damn, didn't see this coming. Things are coming full circle." Yeah, right? Yeah. And I sent somebody else a link in response to their request for one to that list. So, thumb and heart those. Cold Highway on Stop Supporting Nazis Loser says, Kevin Cassidy's debate tactics remind me of a former libertarian, now populist, who you debated years ago on immigration with similar tactics. Yeah. Liberty Hangout. That was a shit show. You can still watch the debate on my channel. I think it's actually been removed from the other sources, but yeah, like it was hilarious. Their performance, to say the least, and even people who didn't like me said that I won that debate because I was the most composed. I was following rules the most, trying to be logical. Yeah. And Kevin Castley is definitely very similar to how Justin Moldo and Jared Howe were. In addition, his calling arguments memes sounds like his version of another former anarchist who responds to any criticism against him or his position, not an argument. Yeah, I can see that. Mr. Knight said on the Ukrainian government's Russian propaganda list, sounds more like a list for based people. Yeah, pretty much. And on troops, they don't care about you packed in burn pits. He says, I know how bad it would be if the list does extend to commoners, but I want to be on the base list. Yeah, for sure. Cold Highway on Packed in Burn Pits says, it's cliche, but it still applies. Libertarians and anarchists are the only ones who care about the troops and veterans because they want to stop making more of them. Only they don't want to throw them into wars that only benefit the defense industry. The current silver lining is that military recruitment is down as of June 2022, assuming NBC News is telling the truth, of course. But of course, the other side of that coin is that Congress critters might try to implement the draft again, granted the selective service system still exists. Yeah, for sure. When they don't get what they want voluntarily, it's not like they need permission. And then rescind, this is the last comment. My California driver's license expired, and they wanted me to get a real ID to fly domestically. My DL isn't enough anymore, it seems. Instead, I'm renewing my Fed passport because as much as I hate the Feds, I hate Sacramento even a tiny bit more. Fuck gruesome. I don't fly anyway, I'd rather walk, thanks. Since they, FAA, doesn't have a picture of me more recent than 10 years ago, I have to submit a new photo. And no face wear allowed, even though my glasses almost never come off my face except to sleep. Facial recognition, I'm sure. And the passport renewal fee is $130 plus another $30 for the travel card. So lame. It's all taxed regardless what they call it. We are so fucked beyond fucked foobar. I don't know who specifically is running the show, but it's not me. Whomever they are, they're going to string us along shock and awe style until most of us will just go limp like a noodle and drop dead from extremely rare heart events linked to the mRNA jabs, any of the C treatments, or some opportunistic disease like the monkeypox, hepatitis, and other weird disease in kids whose immune systems didn't have time to develop. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Because like it came way too quickly after, like this monkeypox thing. And it came like right when fucking Bill Gates was saying that he was gonna, that there was gonna be, we need to prepare for the next one, and then suddenly there's the next one. It would be like way out of character for me to say anything else. Like it's suspicious. It's sus. um, and it needs attention. But most people aren't going to give it that kind of attention, especially since the the takeaway from the monkeypox thing is that it's like significantly sexually transmitted, and that just means that if you started to observe a more responsible sexual lifestyle, you would probably not catch it. I mean, it can last for a while on surfaces, sure, but like, if people started to en masse be more sexually responsible, they would be a lot better off in general. You know, much less with this virus. So that's my take, and it's not gonna make me very popular, I'll tell you what. But it's definitely there. So, uh, that was the last comment. This could be a very short stream, but I'm still willing to respond to people in chat. So, y'all are gonna determine how long this stream lasts. But yeah, with all that in mind, this is, for those of you who are new to my channel, what I do at the end of every week. So, if you post a comment, your comment will almost certainly be discussed. So, we got Earth Nerd in chat. We got Valor in chat. But yeah, I'll respond to things that you guys bring up for the next, short bit until like reasonable amount of time has passed. If you guys want, but if not, then I will just say that if you want to see these things continue, and my coverage of various events continue, then you can feel free to head over to my Ko-fi or Patreon, which are in the description, and support me there, because I need regular income, and I need to no longer live in such an unstable living situation. So there's stuff that I need in order to make things progress. So if y'all want to see that, feel free. But yeah, like I do the whole comment response thing once a week, because that way people can see that like I actually do give a fuck about these subjects. So they're not just throwaways that I throw at the fucking website and then walk away from. If you leave a comment, there's very strong likelihood that it's going to be discussed. So, but we're running down to the end stream time. So the third person who's here, we got 3 concurrent viewers at this point. If you have a subject you want me to discuss, then feel free. Because I am about to end stream. Be a relatively short one. And whether it be you or the other 2 people here. 3 people. Okay. So we got 4 concurrent. Oh, well, we had 4 concurrent. Very temporarily. So, if you have something you want me to discuss, feel free. Otherwise, yeah, there's gonna be more content coming this next week. New video every day, or other piece of content. And there's always gonna be some new thing to talk about. So. Jonathan, hope you're well. Yeah, this stream is going to be relatively short, probably, because I ran out of comments pretty quick. But I still plan to do this once a week, so. Anything anybody wants me to discuss, they are free to. But if nobody has anything, then yeah, this is gonna be a thing as long as I can pay rent. So if y'all want to throw some rent money, feel free, because that's what's gonna be necessary. You know, I come up on the end of every month and need to put out the call again because it's not reliable enough yet. And I'm gonna do that again, you know, because it's not reliable enough yet. But if it could be reliable in the future, that would be good. Earth Nerd wants me to do a full video about the responsibility I mentioned. Yeah. Think probably at some point I will. How to be, you know, the opposite of what the Great Reset wants. But with all that being said, I'm going to call the stream because it seems like there are 2 people here, and if y'all decide you want to blow the stream up, you know, get more people here next time, this could be a wild stream. Because generally the stream is going to go on until I don't have anything to talk about. So it's gonna be up to y'all how long these vlog streams last. Very informal, very discussion oriented. But yeah, with all that being said, also one other thing, if you know somebody who wants an insane conspiracy theorist on their channel, feel free to let them know about me. But with all that being said, be well all, smash the state.